Sandy. So today's video is a little bit different. One, I'm in my car, obviously. I wanted to make this video when the kids weren't around because I don't want them to have to be included in any of this because they don't need to be. But I wanted to make a video because a bunch of y'all are asking me over on Instagram and Facebook why we have chosen to do homeschooling this year. And I don't take this video lightly. I don't take this subject lightly. There has always been this stigma around homeschooling, especially here in my town. I don't know about other towns or up north or anything like that, but in the South, in small towns, kids, especially when I was younger, I can't speak for now, but when I was younger, the kids that were homeschooled they were a little strange. Now that I'm older, you know, I see now they're smart kids, but not to say that we as adults that went to public schooling aren't smart, but you get what I'm saying. Like, those were like the super brainy kids. With that being said, my son is a homebody. It's raining, sorry. You hear the windshield wipers. My son is not a huge fan of school. He likes the social interaction of it, and that's all. He cannot stand sitting there for 6 hours. Like, he doesn't like it. He's not crazy about learning from other people other than myself. Sorry, you guys fell. So, my son is not keen on learning from other people other than myself. He did pretty good in daycare. But I will have to say, when I took him out of daycare when I came out of work, that he excelled tremendously. So anyways, he doesn't take instruction well from other people. He's very polite and he does whatever they ask him to, but he does not care to do instruction through other people other than myself and my husband. With all that being said, he did ask me about homeschooling way back at the beginning of the school year, before coronavirus even existed. So I kind of looked into it a little bit, but like I said, because there was so much stigma around it when I was younger, I kind of put it on the back burner and was like, you know what, this is just you being you know, that you don't want to go to school because you're such a homebody. Well, Corona hit, and so then we had to do all the packets because he is lower elementary, and my school system, from where we're such a rural community, they weren't sure how the internet thing was going to go, and so we ended up doing a bunch of packets at home, and it was kind of a disaster. My son did not thrive in that environment whatsoever. Whoop, you guys are sliding again. My son did not thrive in that environment at all. He kind of regressed, and he dreaded doing any of his work. So he kind of mentioned homeschooling again, and again I was kind of like, well, we'll just wait and see what the state decides to do and what our county decides to do. So about a week ago, I guess it was a week ago today, our governor got on there and said the proposed plan for the upcoming school year, he wants plastic down the hallways, kids 6 feet apart, he wants them to wear masks, and this isn't anything that we didn't see coming. The only problem is they're taking out everything that he actually liked about school and what a lot of kids do like about school. I hate to say this, but it sounds more like a prison than a school. And I can't subject my kid to that. So we talked about it some more, and I called some of my friends that do homeschooling, and they pretty much explained to me everything, and I fell in love with it. Now, also on the same day that our governor announced his plans for the school year, we also got a letter from our superintendent saying what the county is proposing to do, and which followed exactly the guidelines. And they also said that our kids were going to be on a rotating schedule, and they were basically going to be doing packets again. And I cannot subject my kid to that. He will not learn. He'll regress. He'll regress so bad. And so it has absolutely nothing to do with the teachers in our community. I love our teachers. I'm friends with many of our teachers. I'm friends with our principals. I hate it for them. And I have actually seen where a bunch of friends and a bunch of teachers are talking about homeschooling their own kids and not going back into the school system. And a lot of people are kind of beating up on me on social media because I'm coming out with it that I'm not apologetic about bringing my kid out of school so that he can thrive and learn the way that he's supposed to learn. And this way I can also teach him a Christian curriculum. And I'm going to do a video on the materials that we're going to use the upcoming year. And I'm not going to kiss anybody's butt about homeschooling my child. I'm normally really upbeat and happy, and I'll be anybody's friend. But when it comes to my kids, I'm sorry guys, I'm not going to kiss you butt about it. I'm not. I have to do what's best for my children. And I feel honestly like this is it. Now next year when things calm down or they finally figure out this system, will I send him back? I'm not sure. I guess it depends on how well this year goes. I don't plan on homeschooling him throughout his middle school and high school years, but I don't have a problem with keeping him home all through elementary school. Also, somebody said, well, the teachers are more equipped for it. Yeah, sure they are. But you know what? I went to school for education, and I'm over halfway done with it, so I'm pretty sure I know how it works. And we were all forced to be teachers back in March, so I'm not taking anything away from our teachers. They do an amazing job, and they are saints, and they will get some extra crowns in heaven for what they do. But don't belittle moms that are stepping up to the plate and saying, I have to do what's best for my children, and that this year is keeping them home, keeping them safe, and teaching them the morals that I want them to be taught. Homeschooling is no longer for the weird kids. Homeschooling now is for the parents that just don't want this crazy world to affect their children as much as it is. I'm not a helicopter parent by any means. I let my kids live in the world 100%. But I think this is the time that I need to shield them a little bit. And if that means homeschooling, it means homeschooling. So you all do what you feel you need to do, but God's telling me that I need to keep my babies home, and that I need to teach them more scripture-based plans anyways. So we're gonna be homeschooling this year, guys. If you have any questions, drop them below. Like I said, I am going to be doing a video about what curriculum we're doing. I'm also gonna set up our homeschool room hopefully within the next couple of weeks, and I'll show you guys that. It's not gonna be anything special because it's kind of Corona time and I can't go out and get anything, so it's just gonna be what I can get on Amazon. But anyways, if you want to see those videos, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!